Okay. That's nice. What's up, good people? It's Captain Ron America out here hanging out. This is the first time back on the live stream. The last time I did this was several years ago. Been having trouble on TikTok recently about live streaming. And so this is basically first test of me putting the live stream on my YouTube. So let's bring you in. Okay, welcome to the shop. All right, so we're going to work on wiring up this nice fancy gauntlet. Got the LEDs here, battery pack. I'm trying to figure out exactly where I want to put the. I think that I'm going to put the wiring in here. I think this might go good. Maybe somewhere right in there. Let's test the. Nope, wrong way. Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting. Okay, so I have a lot of lighting from out there. Let's close the curtain. Yeah, that's definitely going to work out. It's going to look pretty cool in that little area. Okay. So where's my soldering iron? I'm wondering what that is. Oh, is that the microphone? Oh, okay. All right, so I got some metal here. I'm gonna have to move some things around. I got this eyebrow piece that has to go back on to Dr. Doom. A little soldering. Okay, I got the solder right there. Some clips. We'll probably need those. Somewhere over here. Yep, it's right here. That's not it. All right. So these are the shrink tubes. You need it with a lighter and it basically fixes it up. All right, so I need to figure out too where I'm going to hide my battery pack because these bad boys can hurt. So I need to charge it. That's fine. I don't need to worry about that right now. I'm trying to get my hot glue gun going. Let's get this sorted right there. Maybe we'll find out too if there's some of the same restrictions jump off on here like they did off of TikTok. So essentially my light is in the wrong place. Change the microphone around a little bit. I'm using a rechargeable flashlight. It's so funny. It's just so tiny, but it's got a good light. Okay, just like that, right? At least you can see it. That's cool. All right. So we're patiently waiting at the starting line. I'm going to at least try to stay on. It's been 5 minutes already? Fascinating. Okay, let's see here. No, you don't see it on here though. That's interesting. All right, guys. So I'm waiting for the soldering iron to get hot. Then we're going to try to wire this. I think we should make another one. So we have one on this side and then one on the other side. Maybe one down here too. Not sure, but let's take a look. I got some of that wire right here. Well, no, I won't use that. I'll use this. I'll have to use a piece from this for the LEDs. Where's my scissors at? All right. So right now, everything looks kosher. So I'm not sure what the problem ever was. Doing a little wiring here. It's kind of cool making your own light setup from scratch, you know. That's pretty cool. So I got these tubes. These are shrink tubes. And basically I got to cut a little piece and then I'll slide it onto the wire, right? And once I slide it onto the wire, then I can hit it with a lighter and shrinks, and then basically sets this up. And that's in a fully functioning LED setup. All right, so I've got enough wire. Looks like about the same length. Got the solder and everything. Let's put this right here. Okay. I'm wondering though, does it that's interesting. I can send myself likes. That's funny. I'm curious. Whoops. That's not where I wanted that. All right. Let's get an LED out. I got to check to make sure they work. There's 100 of them in here. Just gonna have to wire it up. Gotta be very careful. Is that a little sharper or is that a little blurrier? All right. Seems so quiet. Okay, so the little side inside the LED is actually the positive. The fatter side of the element inside of the LED is going to be your negative. I'm not sure if you can see it on there, but yes, there are two different things, or two different sides to it. All right, so what are we going to do here? Am I going to use my clips? Probably. Let's just do that. I don't know. It's curious. All right. Look it over again. Yeah. So if I'm holding it like this, you are positive on the back side. Okay. That'll work. Okay. So we just get a little bead on there. Let's be smart about this. Okay, let's see. What is this? All right. Okay, looks like there's a little bit on there. Put a little bit on these leads. So we're live for 12 minutes and we still have not had a problem. So I want to do this. Okay, so I can go like this and just do it all backwards. So I'm denoting the copper side as hot. All right. I think I did. I don't know. Doesn't. Hey. Yes, this is the Risk Gauntlet. What's up, Connor? How you doing, friend? Been a while. TikTok has keeps. If you're still there, TikTok keeps striking my live stream. They're saying it is unoriginal content. I made this, you know this, right? So I don't know what the heck is going on, but yeah, that's the stainless steel gauntlet. Yeah, every time I try to go live, like I said, I get this strike saying unoriginal or reproduced content. I can post clips of the exact same stuff, the scene, whatever's playing in the background, and nothing happens to it. I don't know. But yeah,
I decided to try out to see if the doing the same thing, if YouTube would have any kind of like issue with it or whatever, or if I would get struck. But right now I'm trying to add some green LED wire lights. Which is what I'm wiring up right now to go into the gauntlet. Yeah, that's exactly what I used to make the template. That same picture, that was my template. Okay, so if I wired this right, yeah, it's also part of my desktop background. It's that picture, which is pretty awesome. So right off the screen, I basically, drew out templates on paper just based off of what I was looking at. Yeah. And there he is. Dr. Doom. I'm still working on the backside. I'm adding stainless steel to fully encapsulate the back of the head. But I got an eyebrow that came off and a couple of gears I have to put back on. And it's got his own power supply. The switch is right here to turn it on and on. And then from the inside, you can see the power pack up here. That's the lithium ion battery, the LM18650s or whatever. There's padding there, as you can see, so it hits my forehead, and there's some material to help diffuse the lighting through there, right there. It's basically this material right here. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of glad you showed up because of all people, yeah, I totally appreciate it. All right, let's see if I did the wiring right on this guy here, fellas. And then we'll install it into the gauntlets here. Yeah, once you put it up against your face, it does not keep you from being able to see out. Because I guess what it is your eyes focusing beyond the mesh. The mesh kind of dissolves in a sense. If it's not as obtrusive, you never even notice that it's there in front of you. Except for the green light. I got green lights in the in the eye sockets there. Yeah. All right, let's see if this wiring works on this particular LED light that I just put together. And I'm making these from scratch. Yeah, I got a bag of green LEDs. And there's like 100 of them or something like that. All right, let's see. If it works, it lights up. Oh, shit. Yes, we have another light. Okay, so where's the other one? Oh, it's right here. All right, so I'm thinking if I put this setup right through here, we're going to be looking pretty fantastic. Yeah, right in here. Pointing out this little nook right there. So that'll shine some green light across here. Let's see. See if this is what we want to do. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, kind of like that right there. It has a nice green glow to it. Hell yeah. So how did you get a hold of the feed, by the way, Connor, if I may ask? I'm curious as to how did you get the notifications over there as like I'm over here. Oh, damn it. Well, the glue gun the only way the glue gun works is through plugging it in. Now I gotta wait a minute. That's fine. I just want to make sure I'm cool with this situation. One light here, the second one there. And then, let's see. I could do one down here, but I'm not sure if I can get the wire all the way back there. If I can get the wire all the way back there, that'll be cool. Somewhere along the sidelines, there looks like there's a way I can get it through right there. Let's see something. Okay, well, it looks like it's long enough. It might be long enough. Well, it might be a little tricky to get that wire all the way through there. All right. So maybe if I can go like this and get all the way through. Yeah, right there like that. See, get it through there, and I'm going to see if I can push it back under here to hide the wire. It looks like I might be able to do it. Gonna put that light, I can shove it back inside of there. That'll be the way to go. Okay, so I gotta tuck it real carefully underneath there. So when I get this suit done, come next year, when the Doomsday movie comes out, I will be appearing in the theater as Doctor Doom. Should be a really good time. Okay, let me check to make sure I didn't mess up that right there. Hell yeah. That's cool. That really is going to look cool. Look at that. Gotta love it. Okay, so we are getting there. So now I just got to hide this wire up inside of here. Let's see. Just gonna hide that. Push that up in here. Well, yeah. Okay, so it looks like I hit it pretty decent. Okay, so now that the wiring is hidden underneath here, and it's set up real nicely there. Once again, let's check that out. Mm-hmm. Yep. Looks like I'm gonna have to make another LED setup. Where's the other one I just made? Is that already done? Oh, shit. Do that. Check it again. Make sure. Okay, so we're in the clutch with that. But. All right, so this is only going to go that far. Wiring's going to come out so far. I'll have to cut some clips out of this later on. This helps protect the wiring. That is stainless steel it's going to be laying against. Well, damn. Doesn't look like I did it all the way on there. Fine. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be a shorter wiring setup, right? Coming out the back. Okay, so hopefully that freezes it in place for me. Okay, let that harden right there. Got to make a second light situation. I'm going to join all these. They're going to run together. Oh no, you're good, bro. You're good. So check it out. So I've got the one on the front here. they're all going to be wired together, so they'll all collectively light up. So that'll be pretty fantastic. Oh shit, that should be pretty cool. Yeah, so it's going to be on the end there. All right, so I've got one LED in that. So I've got one LED there. There's another one in here and here. Right now, let's continuing to wire them all, get them all fixed up together. Yeah, wait till you see two of them, two gauntlets. There's going to be fantastic. They're going to be on both arms. Excellent. Also, the rings or the circle discs that are on the chain of the cloak, well, each one has something different. One has Thor's hammer engraved into it, and then Captain Marvel's Starburst symbol is on the other one. So my intention is basically to do just that. Right now, they're basically just plain, and once I do that, that'll really set that off. Let me show you. Well, get down. So here's the cloak. Oh, I better watch out. My soldering iron is over there. And here are the discs. So I'm going to engrave those. I hammered those out of sheet steel. Got a really cool look to them. But I'm going to make the symbols on there. Let's fix up this small LED setup too. We got to get that done. I want to be able to wire this up and get a video clip of me suited up with it lit up. Should be pretty dope. Okay, let's decide which one's which again. All right, the little one is the positive side. Let's hook that up. I got to get a little goober on there, a little flux. Okay, get a little bead on there. Okay, I got a little bit on there. Let's dip these. Okay, so I said the positive was the... Oh, shit. Let's set this down. I got a little bit of a little solder on these wires right here. Okay, cut that one. Come on, man. Okay, so my soldering iron needs a little cleaning up. Okay, so I got it right here. Hmm. Come on. Jeez. I didn't think I was going to get that one. It looks okay. Looks okay. Let's check and make sure this battery, this one works. Yes. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. These covers are really good. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Got them on there real nice and nice. Okay. Cool. So we have another one. Yes, that works. So I'm going to set this one like that. Okay, so that's back in there. That's really cool. All right, so now I have I have 3 very cool, very allocated LEDs. Now, look this over because I have to decide how and the position I'm going to put this together because I got to put them all together. so that they'll then run off of the same battery. Dang. What am I going to do here? All right, let's take a new wire. I want to be able to hide everything really good, right? So everything's going to have to be in one area. So if I'm putting my arm in there, where am I going to have that battery? Probably down here, maybe? Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so I got a little bit right there. Put a little bit right there. I figure I'll solder this onto here, and then I'm going to make it into a circular pattern to where I can daisy chain all my LEDs together. Okay. This is going to be a good spot for me to take a quick break. And then what we'll do is we'll come back to it, and we'll pick up from here, and then we will light this bad boy up. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like the content that you've seen today.